Good evening. I'm Frank Shermer, Chairman and CEO of the Television Academy. Welcome to the 72nd Engineering Emmy Awards. If the phrase, "the show must go on," isn't the biggest of all Hollywood cliches, it's got to be in the top two. But as with so many cliches, it's rooted in truth. Take tonight's 2020 Engineering Awards, for example. Earlier this year, when it became clear that COVID-19 precautions would make an in-person celebration out of the question, the Academy's leadership never considered canceling the ceremony. Rather, we immediately began planning a virtual production. We had enormous success with our virtual creative arts and primetime Emmys, and we hope to bring some of that magic here tonight. Well, whether presented virtually or in front of a live audience, an award show requires the contributions of a varied host of people. Many thanks to the Engineering Awards Committee, Chair John Leverance, and members Wendy Aylesworth, Stuart Bass, Bob Brownow, Jeff Calderon, Tony Carey, Jim DeFilippis, Greg Gowicki, Frank Maroney, Jeffrey Reed Miller, Leon Silverman, Derek Spears, David Stump, Craig Weiss, and Barry Ziegel. The Academy's Executive Committee and Board of Governors, as well as the staff led by the President and COO, Maury McIntyre. But first and foremost, this evening we salute tonight's awards recipients. Your distinguished contribution to the production, recording, and transmission of television in all its modern iterations does the industry proud. Congratulations and best wishes. Now please raise your glass to welcome our amazing host back for her 5th straight year, the inimitable Kirsten Vangsness.
Hosting the Tech Emmys, I hope you're in your jammies. Your virtual award shows, they blow, but we want you sheltering in place. This is my 5th time hosting the mosting with my gravitas and signature grace. The show will have its perks, maybe some streaming quirks, but go on with the show, it must be. So, if you're not wearing a bra, don't worry, we can't see you. Although I realized during the pandemic, bras are dumb. If you're aware this COVID thing's more serious than the swine flu, because it frickin' is! Don't go out, stay right there. Watch these Emmys without brushing your hair. Eat that food from that bag. Make fun of other winners and brag. I've got to tell you, it's hard to host tonight up here alone. Who knows if you are cheering or jeering at my song with earnest overtones. The whole point of this eve, I am sure we agree, is to say huzzah to our peers. So here's a space kiss to say my deep congratulations. Do I have consent to kiss you? And a touchless high five. I hope you drink libations. Down low, up top. 'Cause you made a rad thing that's creative and visionary and makes film and television sing. And you're here at this show, but you're also helping save the world by staying home. You did that. Good job, you guys. Tech Emmys, don't go out, just watch this. You can wear something crotchless. We don't mind too soon. Tech Emmys, read your speech to your cat or dog, because really, you guys, your acceptance speeches, they're very long, just sometimes, okay? So, this award show will be quite short, I'll make it clear. Because the Academy recognizes that Zoom fatigue is real. But next year, just you wait, the show's gonna be in real life with food on plates. And there's a chance you'll have me back. Because 6 times a charm, and I really like getting those commemorative Emmy plaques. I've got 3 Tech Emmys, 3 plaques. 2 I use as bookends, and then 1 I cross off and I put Best Actor for, and then a movie I've not been in. But I just told my mom that I'm in it because she doesn't watch a lot of things. But I'm getting there. It's all about manifestation and visualizing, people. Hey, guess what? When we listen to sound, what we're hearing are changes in air pressure. Just like the ripple of a stone in water, sound is created by the movement of air. And just as in water, those movements cause a rippling effect. Waves comprised of peaks and troughs. Those waves cause our eardrums to vibrate and our brains to translate that information into sound. But what happens when there are multiple rippling effects and they're moving in different directions at different times, like what you get when one actor is sitting in a chair recorded by a boom mic and another one pacing up and down at the other end of the set talking on a clip-on lavalier mic. You get an annoying mishmash of uneven amplitude levels, sound drops, tinny dissonance, uneven reverb, and flat tones, but mishmash, no more. Now that Sound Radix Auto-Align Post, our first Engineering Award recipient, has automated the phase time corrections of multi-microphone recordings. And here is how they do it.
Normally with a multi-mic situation, I'd have to phase align them and make sure they played together well, or else I couldn't use them together. I'd have to choose one or the other. And a lot of times, if someone is moving farther away from one mic and going closer to another mic, it can change dynamically. You have to go through and make sure everything's lining up. When I first heard about Auto-Align Post, I thought to myself, is this actually the thing I've been waiting for? Because for years, I wanted a plugin that just did this. Simply lined up different mics, choose your main mic, have the other mics line up to that mic.
The thing with a lav mic is it has a sort of TV news kind of sound to it. It doesn't sound as natural as the boom mic. With Auto-Align Post, you can easily take those two tracks, combine them together, and get the best of both worlds. You'll have the presence of the lav mic, you'll have the air and the roominess of the boom mic, and mixing a little bit of both together could be something that's the difference of good production audio and something that you may choose to record with ADR instead.
With limited budgets and tight deadlines, anything that can make the process move quicker and better is going to be welcome and accepted. And Auto-Align Post is definitely, it falls in that category. It's great. It just simply works. It's great.
You know, it just works.
Accepting the award is co-founder and CEO of Sound Radix Limited, Nir Auerbach.
Ladies and gentlemen, members of the Television Academy, brothers to Sonic Hearts, sound storytellers, thank you for honoring us with this rare award. It is a great privilege to receive this acknowledgement and support from you. To our fellow honorees, congrats on your win today. It's awesome to share this special moment with you. To Sound Radix users, thank you for your support, for your enthusiasm and encouragement, and help making Auto-Align Post a better product. It's great to know we helped make a tough job just a little bit easier. To the amazing Sound Radix team, Tal Aviram, congrats on a new baby boy. To Luke Palmer, to Wada Pusilier, Giovanni Zuliani, to Golana Aroni, Oran Zilberstein, to Zvika Reutmann, our designer, Russ Hughes, our PR, thank you for helping making this dream come true. And on a personal note, thank you to our families for supporting us, even when we came back home with only love in our pockets. And lastly, to my dear friends and partners, Yair Chacham and Dan Raviv, thank you for your wisdom, your tenacity and excellence. You wizards of magic, creators of worlds one only needs to imagine. And mostly, thank you for tolerating me. Thank you, everybody. Good night from Tel Aviv.
Everybody's talking at me. I don't hear a word they're saying. Only the echoes of my mind. Now, if you're the sound mixer on a political debate or an Oprah audience forum or an episode of the Hollywood Squares, everybody will be talking at you. And their echoes in your mind will just about drive you out of your mind. Unless you're using gain-sharing automatic microphone mixing, a unique audio process that helps an audio mixer handle multiple live talkers without upcuts or missed words. And those always annoying fluctuations of background noise, it stays constant at the level of one microphone and allows for fluid management of multiple live mics without constantly writing individual input faders. Listen up.
I want to show you how gain sharing works. I'm going to show you how gain sharing handles PA feedback when multiple mics are set at high gain. First, I'll show you the problem. Then I'll show you how gain sharing makes it go away. I'm talking on a sound system on one mic at high gain. On this automixer control panel, the green bars show the channel gains. Think of them as virtual faders. Let's bring up another mic. Now there are two mics open at high gain. You may be able to hear how the feedback from the speakers has increased. Let's get one more. Now there are three mics open at high gain. The feedback ringing is getting to be bad. If I were to open any more mics, the system would howl. Well, let's try four. Okay, now we've got four microphones. It's getting to be pretty bad. And how can we deal with this problem? Well, let's go to gain sharing automatic mixing. Okay, now we're using gain sharing automatic mixing. And you can see when I'm talking, my mic comes up to full gain, and all the other mics are pushed down. And here's on mic 2, I have full gain. I'm the only mic in the system, and the other mics are pushed down. I'm on mic 3, and it's like I'm the only mic in the system, but I'm at full gain. And here I am at mic 4 at full gain. Now notice when I stop talking, all the mics come up to a medium gain that adds up to the gain of one open microphone. So the ambient noise pickup and the feedback remain constant no matter what happens. And there is no threshold and no gating. There's no threshold and no gating.
How much do we appreciate someone who understands the value of a good costume change right now? Once again, here is CEO of Dan Dugan Sound Design, Dan Dugan.
Thank you very much to the Television Academy. This is the greatest honor that I think I shall ever receive. I want to thank my father, who at his knee taught me to draw electrical schematics. My parents took me to concerts, summer musicals in the Ford Bowl, and the Old Globe Theater, hooking me on the show business forever. Thanks to Dorothy Fowler at ACT in San Francisco, who created the title Sound Designer to describe what Dan Dugan does. Thanks to Hair, the American tribal love rock musical, for giving me the problem that inspired my invention. Thanks to early adopters, The Letterman Show, Washington Week, and Hollywood Squares, for proving that auto-mixing belonged on national TV. Thanks to Sam Wong and BBI Engineering for creating my current products and keeping them up to date. Thanks to my licensees, Sound Devices, Waves, and Yamaha, who put my name and logo on their products. Thank you to my wife Sharon, who puts up with living with a nerd. Lastly, thanks to the users of my invention, whose enthusiasm continues to inspire me.
Our next engineering Emmy goes to software that works as both a coder and a decoder of digital data streams. It gets its name, Codec, by taking the first two letters of coder and adding them to the first three letters of decoder, and voila, you get Codec. C-O/D-E-C, Codec. Do you see how that, put those letters together like that, and that's how that works. And tonight, we honor the Apple ProRes video codec. Signal compression in a codec program is known as either lossy or lossless. Simply put, as lossy compresses data, some of it wanders off after squirrels in the ether weeds, whereas the highly disciplined lossless codec faithfully shepherds home all the workflow data. Walking the halls of some post houses that don't enjoy the high quality preservation of source video and efficient algorithm design for high speed encoding and even higher speed decoding of the Apple codec, you may hear distraught editors crying, "Lossy, Lossy, come home!" And you'd be thinking that poor little Timmy's just fallen down a well or something. Maybe, maybe not. But I can guarantee you won't hear any of that at an Apple ProRes video codec facility, accepting the award is Greg Wallace, Director of Video Apps Engineering at Apple. But first, a few words about the codec from the ProRes engineering team.
We first introduced the ProRes codec in 2007 in the midst of the industry's transition to high-definition digital video production. We designed ProRes from the ground up for use in professional content creation where pristine image quality and high performance are essential. I remember being excited in 2007 about multi-stream playback of 1080 HD ProRes video on our most powerful Mac desktop. And now we're using ProRes to edit 8K video on a laptop.
Image quality and speed were the focus of every algorithmic choice we made. For example, the careful design of its transform and quantizer permits ProRes to achieve image quality that allows it to be used for master delivery to services such as iTunes and Apple TV Plus, and makes it the choice for video archives around the world. Innovative encoder rate control preserves that image quality over multiple generations of re-encoding. And fast reduced resolution decoding enables responsive editing of high-resolution footage, even on less powerful computers.
Today, ProRes is supported by nearly all pro video camera makers in all major post-production tools and on all 3 major computing platforms. Our goal with ProRes has been to create an industry standard for content creation and exchange. It is ProRes' quality and speed, along with its flexibility across bit depth, resolutions, color spaces, and dynamic ranges, that have made it one of the most versatile and trusted end-to-end codecs across the professional video industry.
Thanks, guys, for that terrific overview of Apple ProRes. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and members of the Television Academy. My name is Greg Wallace, and I have been a software engineering manager at Apple for nearly 20 years. I am honored to accept this engineering Emmy for the Apple ProRes codec on behalf of Apple, the Final Cut Pro engineering team, and my ProRes co-inventors Peter Chow, Mitchell Oslick, and Ken Lin. Accepting this Emmy is a tremendous honor and a thrill for all of us. I want to thank the Academy for this recognition, everyone at Apple and our third-party partners who helped make ProRes a success, and my brilliant colleagues, Peter, Mitch, and Ken. Also, a special acknowledgement of my first manager at Apple, Brett Halley, who originally suggested the idea that became ProRes many years ago. Finally, my colleagues and I want to thank our families and loved ones for their support during the many years of engineering effort that continue to this day. Thank you very much.
Early in World War II, the Pentagon developed self-contained individual rations known as meal ready to eat, commonly known as the MRE. Hey, guess what? I brought Halloween decorations. That has nothing to do with this. I just wanted to change the subject for a second. Anyway, back to MRE. The game-changing technology behind these early versions of MREs was a process known as freeze-dry compression, the ramen noodle paradigm. The safely provided kitchen-to-field transport of basic nutrition as it reduced storage and transport costs while saving food preparation time on the ground. I suspect this description of MREs draws a parallel in your mind, as it surely does mine. Yeah, right? How our next engineering award recipient, the Codex Raw Workflow, with the game-changing technology of high-density encoding, enables the high-speed data migration process for raw camera workflow via its end-to-end secure transport from production to post while reducing storage costs and saving time. And unlike those iffy-tasting MRE Codex Raw Workflow, the results are delicious. Here's a taste. Halloween. Frozen pizza tonight when we get home. Oh, you guys, here is James Eggleton, VP of Imaging Science at Codex, to accept the award. Shh, doing the show, be quiet.
On behalf of all at Codex, I'd like to thank the Television Academy for recognizing our contributions to Raw Workflow. Our first Raw Workflow arrived in 2006, combining 4K capture, fast data transfer, and flexible file delivery. Our recorders evolved from rack mount to on camera, and by 2013 were inside the Alexa XT. HDE continues this theme of miniaturization, halving storage requirements and making ARRI Raw accessible to a broader range of productions. I'd like to thank Delwyn Holroyd and Joe Wright for countless contributions to the Codex ecosystem, Mark Dando for seeing the potential of HDE and taking it from pub chat to product strategy, the Codex software team for evolving my HDE prototypes into a complete workflow, Harry Mallon for his stewardship of the SDK, Brian Gaffney for navigating the SMPTE RDD process, and all those SMPTE members who provided valuable feedback. Thank you to our friends at ARRI for their commitment to pristine camera raw and a decade of collaboration. Marvel and Sony for being the first HDE adopters, Photochem for taking HDE to market with Netflix's El Camino and Daybreak, and all the cinematographers, DITs and VFX professionals who continue to demand the highest quality raw files. We'd also like to acknowledge those who have integrated the SDK into their products and our services and studio partners who have promoted the use of HDE. Finally, we'd like to thank our families and friends for their support. Thank you all.
The new K5 GT beats the BMW 330i in slaloming, cornering, and acceleration. So it probably makes sense that we just keep on racing ourselves. Introducing the all-new turbocharged K5.
We now come to a cluster of engineering award recipients that were not created to deal with the COVID situation, but were there for it when the industry needed them. SohoNet, HPZ Central, Teradici, and Evercast were existing technologies that were pressed into service this year to accommodate the needs of content creators to work remotely. The creative community has been slowly embracing remote collaboration via the cloud, but COVID forced a much faster adoption of these technologies. The Academy lauds their convenience, reliability, and efficacy with the following Emmys. SohoNet's ClearView Flex enables a user-friendly, real-time remote collaboration capability that creatives can initiate and manage for a wide range of uses in pre-production, production, VFX, and post-production. A special value to those working from home, it can be deployed on any network and viewed with reliably consistent user success in a rock-solid, studio-approved, secure ecosystem on the most popular consumer devices, including Apple TV, iPads, iPhones, Android tablets, phones, and Mac PCs.
Yeah.
And now, joining us from a remote location is Chuck Parker, CEO of SohoNet.
Wow, what an achievement. First of all, we'd like to thank the Television Academy for this incredible honor. Given that we can't be there with you in person today, we thought we'd lean into our SohoNet style for this acceptance speech. It's been a crazy year, and our industry has faced challenges that no one could have foreseen. It's been a great pleasure for me personally and for our whole team to have supported our industry colleagues throughout this difficult period, doing our part to enable remote workflows in production, post, and visual effects with a large majority of creatives working from home. Our mission at SohoNet is to connect storytellers, enabling them to continue doing what they do best, making the magic we see on our screens, without their creative collaboration being constrained by physical distance. It's been inspiring to see that happen at scale this year, despite the underlying circumstances. Clearview Flex is a result of incredible passion for this industry from a truly fantastic team, and I'd like to take a moment to thank everyone at SohoNet. Each of you brings something unique to the table. Let's continue building the incredible for our customers. I'm just going to conference in a few members of the team that deserve special thanks. You're going to see them appearing in the Zoom boxes around me. This is for all of you. You rock. SohoNet is powered by imagination. We design and build tools to help media teams create the unimaginable. Every one of us has gotten into this business because we believe in the power of a story well told. And today, bringing a story to life requires successful collaboration of individuals of all crafts and trades across this industry scattered across the globe. So again, thank you. What an honor to be included and to receive this award for engineering excellence. It will be polished daily.
Advancing the art of television during the global pandemic with access to high-performance computing from anywhere, HP's Z Central Remote Boost continues to accelerate remote creative processes for production teams around the world. Z by HP technology is powering remote work for editors, artists, and other creative professionals with the capabilities required for collaboration, creativity, and production. Z Central Remote Boost provides user access to high-performance computing for a range of applications and use cases, including VFX, simulation, and 3D, providing flexibility for end users to create on almost any endpoint device remotely. Z by HP continues to redefine the future of powerful computing and equip creators with the right tools to power their next creative breakthrough.
This year, when COVID-19 upended life as we knew it, Z by HP technology kept the television industry connecting, collaborating, and creating. Z Central Remote Boost provides remote access to workstations, ensuring editors, artists, and other creative professionals have the power they need to work safely and securely on almost any device, including a tablet, anywhere, even at home. From video editing and 3D modeling to VFX and compositing, Z Central Remote Boost has allowed editors and artists to stay productive while staying socially distanced, which in turn has meant our favorite TV shows could make it to air despite a global pandemic. With HP compression technology, Z Central Remote Boost only transfers pixels, not data, to make sure content never leaves the security and safety of its original location, empowering editors and artists to create anywhere and everywhere. By equipping creators with the right tools to power one breakthrough after another, Z by HP continues to redefine the future of advanced computing.
Accepting the Engineering Emmy Award is Bruce Blejo, HP Fellow and Vice President at HP.
Hello, I'm Bruce Blejo, CTO for HP Inc.'s high-performance computing line, Z by HP. As the early champion of HP Z Central Remote Boost, formerly known as RGS, remote graphics software, I'd like to thank the Academy, the HP team, and of course our customers. HP's first product was an audio oscillator used in Disney's Fantasia, so our roots in this industry are deep. From the start, innovation was written into our DNA, and customer needs are at the heart of what we do. This is what drove us almost 20 years ago to develop what seemed at the time a crazy notion, a remoting protocol that moves pixels instead of data. We anticipated an explosive growth in data sets and believed that data should stay put for performance and security. Using HP compression technology that was also used by NASA to retrieve images from Mars, we were able to deliver high-quality, high-performance remote computing. Since then, we've developed this technology into a full remote and collaboration solution, enabling artists and editors the world over to access high-performance computing from nearly any device and to collaborate remotely from anywhere. Little did we know that in 2020, this capability would become a necessity. From helping NASA explore Mars to saving Hollywood, as one customer recently said, Z-Central Remote Boost is key to our mission to equip creators with the right tools that power their next breakthrough. So thank you to the Academy, the engineers, past and present, and to you, our customers.
Teradici has specialized in providing remote access to workstations for over 15 years and has been widely appreciated by the media and entertainment customers for its ability to deliver an uncompromising user experience for graphic-intensive workloads. Teradici Cloud Access software enables artists and producers to work from home or anywhere they need to be by establishing a secure remote access connection to Windows or Linux desktops hosted in the studio, a private data center, or a public cloud. Users can access the remote workstations through the Teradici PCOIP protocol from a wide choice of client devices and can use their display, keyboard, mouse, and peripherals like Wacom devices as if they were on a local machine with the resolution and color fidelity they need to maintain the highest quality standards.
The world has changed, and so has the way we connect to our workstations, desktops, and applications. That's where Teradici comes in. Since 2004, Teradici has been focused on creating the best virtual workstation experience in the world, designed to support even the most demanding use cases that require intensive graphics performance and robust security. Powered by the PCOIP Remote Display Protocol, Teradici Cloud Access software lets you easily manage deployments through a single interface and transmits only pixels to an end user's display, providing a color-accurate, truly lossless user experience in a highly secure environment. Teradici collaborates with the largest virtual desktop ecosystem in the world to provide deployment flexibility so you can seamlessly connect your remote workforce your way with the infrastructure that makes sense for your organization. And with over 15 million endpoints deployed globally, top government agencies, media groups, production studios, financial firms, and design houses trust Teradici every day to scale quickly with no compromise to their security or workforce performance. So whether your applications or content are in the cloud, in your private data center, or in a hybrid environment, your data is safe no matter where your team is located and can be accessed from any OS or device including laptops, PCs, tablets, thin clients, or stateless zero clients. Now your team can connect to their desktops and workstations from anywhere and everywhere. With no need to upload and download large files, they can collaborate in real time with high-definition performance that makes them forget they're not in the office. Join the rapidly growing community of Teradici users today and experience for yourself how good a virtual workstation can be.
Please welcome Ian Main and Dave Hobbs of Teradici.
Hi, I'm Ian, joined by Teradici co-founder and chief architect Dave Hobbs. Teradici is so excited to be receiving this award. The vision started with Crazy Dave here, real-time wavelets that would offer content creators a seamless remote computing experience never seen. And encouraged by investors who saw that workstations would be more secure in a data center than under your desk. That was some 15 years ago. And the vision evolved from custom silicon through to the software products we have today, driven by a remarkable and talented product development team here at Teradici. We also have a great ecosystem of client vendors, server and GPU partners, and our public cloud partners who work with Adobe, Avid, and others to create this vision of the cloud workstation. And that's been really critical during this pandemic. To our Lighthouse customers who give us the critical feedback we need on experimental features, we thank you. Jeremy Smith at Jellyfish Pictures, Tim Burton at 755 working with UK broadcasters, the DNEG team, and Untold Studios doing remarkable productions all from the public cloud. And to those artists and editors out there who are working magic from their kitchen tables and lifting spirits in living rooms around the world during this time where news, entertainment are also vital, The Teradici team salutes you. Thank you all.
So I didn't know if you guys were going to have technology here, like lights and stuff. So this is a pandemic purchase that I got for myself. But we have all this, so you guys, you're welcome. Evercast is a real-time collaboration platform that combines video conferencing, HD live streaming, and full-spectrum audio in a single web-based platform. Requiring no file sharing and no specialized hardware, Evercast allows users to securely stream any creative workflow, live cameras on set, Avid, Premiere, Maya, Pro Tools, etc., to anyone, no matter where they're located. With ultra-low latency and uncompromising quality, Evercast offers a digital experience that mirrors the ease and productivity of a team sitting shoulder to shoulder.
As a film editor who's been cutting movies for close to 20 years, I'm very interested in any technology that allows me to be more efficient and create a better work-life balance. And that's how I found Evercast.
The biggest thing that Evercast did was enabled me to work remotely, but also have a little bit more family time.
It was about solving a problem, about making it possible for creatives who are working on video content to work remotely. Evercast combines video conferencing, HD live streaming, full spectrum stereo audio in a single web-based platform with ultra-low latency.
And I love the fact that we could see each other and talk to each other as if we were in a room, but being miles and miles apart.
We were trying to get some video stuff done, and it was just cumbersome to communicate. I had a sense that the cumbersomeness we were experiencing was probably being experienced at a higher level of production.
It allows you to be united and connected in the same work so that you're securely evaluating the work at the same time.
The timeline is right there. I can see the editor do trims. I can see the editor do extensions. I can see the editor actually take an effect and use it. And that way I can learn from the editor too.
It's such a flexible platform that it's now being utilized across all stages of production.
We're so used to working in a room with other people. And I think the number one takeaway from my experience in Evercast has been that we get to do that.
And I think, frankly, we're going to be working remotely for quite a while. And a lot of people say that they don't want to go back. Everyone lives an hour away, so that's 2 hours you're never going to get back and you're never going to get paid for. So that's a lot of life to get back.
The first time I showed them Evercast, the response was literally, "That's it? But wait, it's that simple? We just go to our browser and we're just watching what you're doing?" And probably within 5 minutes, it's like they forgot they were somewhere else.
I got to have dinner with my family for the last 8 months, and it's been amazing.
The ability to create that work-life balance in people's lives, I think has been a significant driver for us, and I think it's a foundational part of our future.
Once you truly adopt the platform into your workflow, it's really hard to disconnect from because of the value that it brings to your projects.
May I present the Evercast co-founders, Roger Barton, Brad Thomas, and Alex Sorrell. You're welcome, you guys.
Thank you to the Television Academy and the Engineering Award Committee for acknowledging Evercast. We're deeply honored and very proud of our development and engineering team who has infused this platform with so much creative innovation. I want to first thank my co-founders, Brad Thomas and Alex Sorrell, whose idea was to build this platform. We share this honor with our entire engineering team, our client support team, Marcy Jastro, John Walkenhorst, and everyone else at Evercast for their tireless efforts that make this all possible. I also want to thank our friends and our family who have supported us along the way. And I want to especially thank my son, Aiden, who has helped inspire me to build this platform, which has helped so many people, especially now. As a proud member of the Editors Guild and ACE, I want to personally thank every editor, assistant editor, post-production supervisor, and studio executive who risked their own reputations and took a chance on us. As a film editor and single dad who struggled to find balance in my own life for close to 30 years, I'm grateful to be part of Evercast, whose mission is to facilitate the creative process by empowering artists to collaborate on their own terms. My hope is that the more efficient we become as filmmakers, the more balance we'll have in our own lives, which will enable us to create better, more meaningful art. Thank you very much.
This week's issue of People magazine is filled with insider celebrity exclusives, royal news you won't find anywhere else, stories of real people doing extraordinary things, plus so much more. Get it on newsstands now or save big and get free home delivery at peoplemagazine.com/TV.
Composting is a term for layering dead leaves on top of decaying kitchen scraps. What I found, socks that you bought pre the aughts, they will degrade, on top of cut grass, on top of withered vines, and so on, until over time the layers biologically evolve into a whole and highly desirable new entity we know as garden mulch. Add an I after the S in composting and you get a dyslexic's nightmare. I'm dyslexic, so I can make that joke. Compositing. Do you see? I can do it. The seamless layering of digital assets with live action footage that organically transforms the lesser parts of component images into the greater whole of the visual effect. Ooh, what a difference a vowel makes. And what a difference the flexible, efficient, and feature-packed Foundry's Nuke compositor makes for compositors, lighters, and animators who require a robust production-proven toolset for compositing, VFX editorial, and review. The Academy so enthusiastically agrees that tonight it is awarding Nuke an Engineering Emmy. Dig this. Did you get it? It's composting.
Nuke has empowered creative teams to produce incredible content for over 2 decades. From its conception at Digital Domain to its ongoing development by Foundry, Nuke revolutionized the way visual effects are created and quickly became the industry standard for compositing. Today, the Nuke family is a key component in visual effects and animation pipelines across the globe. From legendary battles to unseen invisible effects, this post-production powerhouse enables creative teams to collaborate efficiently and at scale, all without sacrificing creativity or quality. At the heart of Nuke's design is the idea that tools should never limit artist creativity. Combining a visual node graph with a highly scalable image processing architecture, Nuke allows artists to tackle high-resolution and complex tasks with ease, maintaining pixel-perfect control over their images as they turn their creative vision into reality. Alongside a powerful 2D toolset, Nuke includes a true 3D environment. With fast 3D projection workflows, support for deep compositing, and a native particle system, Nuke gives the flexibility to quickly iterate within the composite, allowing creatives to defer locking in decisions until they can see everything in the context of the final image. Nuke's open and flexible architecture and robust Python API and C++ support allows for a high level of customization, automation, and collaboration, enabling teams to create more together, faster. Artists continually push the boundaries of what's possible in order to create the incredible visual effects that transport audiences and support compelling stories. Nuke continues to support them every step of the way. We at Foundry are constantly keeping one eye to the future so you can keep both on being creative.
Accepting the award is Nuke Engineering Manager at Foundry, Peter Crossley.
On behalf of Bill, Jonathan, Jerry and myself, we'd like to thank the Television Academy for recognising Nuke with this award. Bill, Jonathan and the team first created Nuke over 25 years ago, and it's a testament to their talents that it's still the industry-leading compositing software today. We'd like to thank the Digital Domain leadership team from that time, Scott Ross, Doug Roble and Darian Grant, for giving them the space and freedom they needed, as well as the original artist team who were a source of constant creative inspiration. We'd also like to thank Simon Robinson, Bruno Nicoletti and Bill Collis for bringing Nuke to Foundry to continue that legacy. Since joining Foundry nearly a decade ago, I've been massively privileged to work alongside some of the most talented, dedicated and committed individuals I've met. Nuke is nothing without the team, and this award is for every team member, past and present. We'd like to thank our families for supporting us and for putting up with our constant interruptions of their favourite TV programmes while we explain in tedious details how things are done. We're the worst people to watch TV with, and we love you for putting up with this. Finally, Nuke is incredibly indebted to the artists and creative community. What Bill and Jonathan built back in the day and what Foundry has continued to build upon isn't just an application, it's a platform that provides artists and developers with the building blocks they need to form creative solutions to visual problems. We're committed to continuing to support your creativity, and we're looking forward to the next 25 years of helping you make the impossible possible. Thank you.
A candy store of VFX delights, Epic Games' Unreal Engine revolutionizes visual storytelling with a wide array of high-end graphics, VFX, motion capture, and CG animation. Whether your shooting script has you navigating dark underground corridors in search of an alien or being chased by a cyberpunk mercenary through a futuristic city, Unreal Engine will put you in the picture. Take a look. On behalf of Unreal Engine, here is Tim Sweeney, founder and CEO of Epic Games.
Thank you all. I'm honored to accept this engineering Emmy on behalf of the entire Unreal Engine team, made up of hundreds of hardworking developers around the world. Thanks to the Television Academy, the committee members, and everyone else in the Emmy process. And thanks especially to our partners in broadcast, television, and film who've entrusted Unreal Engine with their projects. The Mandalorian team deserves special credit for their close partnership in advancing the state-of-the-art in virtual production. Jon Favreau, Dave Filoni, teams at Disney, Industrial Light and Magic, and Lucasfilm have done amazing things in pushing the state-of-the-art in virtual production forward in very high-quality television broadcasts. I'd also like to thank NVIDIA for making the hardware that powers it all. You know, Unreal Engine has been on a very long journey that began back in 1995, powering some of the era's first 3D video games. The past few years have seen exponentially increasing progress and adoption in the film and television industry. Film and television pros can now integrate real-time high-end graphics, visual effects, and CG animation into their visual storytelling with ease and efficiency, not only increasing the quality of their productions, but increasing their ability to iterate and experiment as well. Unreal Engine has been used in over 100 film and television productions since 2016, from pre-visualization to final pixels on the screen. And this toolset isn't only for elite professionals in the industry. Everybody from indie game developers to indie filmmakers can download the entire engine and all of these features, including virtual production, for free and get started on their projects. At Epic, we succeed only when our customers succeed, and we're fully committed to the future success and the growth of the television industry through virtual production and other real-time 3D technology. Thank you very much.
See? I have 3 of them. So I don't need another one. I just like them very much. And sometimes I cross this off and I just write the year that I'm going to do it. So like next year I'll cross this off for 2021, right? Right? No, you should. Sharing is good also. So it's okay. But also, yes, but also it's okay. Anyway, our final award is also from the world of visual effects. Picking from Revision Effects' suite of 15 separate VFX enhancement programs, I'd start with Shapeshade to automatically turn my 2D photo of Margaret Hamilton as the Wizard of Oz's Wicked Witch of the West into a 3D image. I have one of those. Then, I'd apply natural looking motion with the Real Smart Motion Blur to make her look as if she's jumping out at you. Then, I'd print the realistically scary Revision Effects image as a stand-up cardboard cutout and position it just by the candy bowl. Cue the screaming trick-or-treaters, but Halloween is canceled, so just do that inside your house. Okay, Okay, roll tape.
The creative community has relied on revision effects for over 20 years. Our users create television content, movies, commercials, station IDs, and live event programming. Our products utilize computer vision and tracking technologies, in addition to novel image and video processing techniques. For example, Twixtor uses optical flow to slow down sequences. Real Smart Motion Blur adds motion blur in post, saving a tremendous amount of 3D rendering time and fixes frame stutter. Our products are designed to handle certain tasks like slow motion, grading, morphing, deflickering, denoising, lens correction, and more. Each product has automatic modes, but also provides advanced settings to give the ultimate control for users. By giving access to some of the subtler settings, we find that our products are used in ways we never imagined. Our users tell us the problems they encounter frequently, and those discussions drive our product's development. Time and time again, our users report to us that our products have come to their rescue in many tricky situations. Our comprehensive range of VFX and video image processing plugins are part of many project pipelines. We support most of the major applications for editing, compositing, and finishing. Our motto is, we work where you work.
Our final award of the night will be accepted by Pierre Jasmin, President and co-founder, Revision Effects.
Hello, my name is Pierre Jasmin, co-founder of Revision Effects. I share the engineering credits for this Emmy with co-founder Peter Litwinowitz and chief scientist Christophe Souchard. We would like to accept this award on behalf of our past and present team, including Laurie Freytag, Lauren Cree, Anthony Magliocco, and Sébastien Bugna. And I personally acknowledge loving Amy's son, currently beyond the camera, for helping making this possible. So we started in our respective homes over 20 years ago, writing software on computers that were much less powerful than the phones you have in your pockets. Imagine we were on the forefront of download-only software and told by many that we would not be successful unless we had physical products. Well, guess it worked out for us. The world has certainly changed, but our philosophy was, and still is, to make software good enough that studios would want to use it, but also affordable enough so it would have a broader appeal. Finally, thank you to the Television Academy for this welcome recognition. Merci.
And with that, we've come to the end of the 72nd Engineering Emmy Awards. We did it! Although the presentation might have been virtual, the 11 extraordinary achievements we've honored this year are the real deal. Congratulations to all of you and everybody for staying at home. Good night. Don't wear pants. You don't have to. Unless, you know.
Thank you again for watching tonight's presentation. If you are interested in learning about joining the Science and Technology Group, go to televisionacademy.com/SciTech.